Hello, everybody. Hope you are well. Well, first, let me fix this camera. That'd be a first. Whoa, whoa, wrong way, wrong way. Yeah, so I'm working on fixing the ring. Somehow the ring got a little warped. And here, I'll show you exactly what I'm doing here. Oh, not that one. How about that one? There we go. Yeah, we're working on getting our ring, and all this talk about myth and goal and stuff like that kind of got me thinking that it's time to bring. I promised everybody. I get a lot of email, believe it or not, to do Rumbleslam, so we're going to bring back our campaign, and we're going to do it a little differently though. I don't know if I'm going to have the tiger involved. Just got to fix something here and make sure that it stays in. And it's such a pain in the neck to fix this stuff. There we go. Come on. There we go. There. That's how we do it. Alright, hold on. Let me just put this in here. And down. There we go. So I wanna dress up the ring a little bit more for this. So we're gonna add some stuff. I have another ring around here somewhere that I've been itching to build because it actually has a drawer in it where I can kind of keep some of the stuff in there. And if you just give me a second here to let this dry. And once I get this dried, we'll talk a little bit more about. You got to have the tiger. He's been gone too long. Yeah, he's a great announcer, first of all, and I think I'm gonna have him do all, cut all the promos and stuff like that. We'll have some pre-recorded stuff. I think that's the way, the same way that we used to have highlights for for the soccer league, which will be back as soon as this arm can get somewhat better. I just can't flick anything, and I'm having a real bad day today of all days. This arm is just completely useless, and my wife thinks I should go back to the doctor, and I think I should too as well, because I'm really struggling. I don't feel anything, and this morning I was watching my grandson, and I just couldn't. I just couldn't use this arm. I couldn't even pick it up to a certain degree. But you have bad days and good days with it, and I think it has more to do with other things than anything else. Oh my God, this is just such a pain in the neck here. What I need is a vise. But either that, or I'm going to build. I'm really considering building the other ring that I have laying around here somewhere. You know what? I think it's in that cabinet over there. Or I actually think it's underneath in one of these totes. His accent classes up the place. You could be right, Mo. Could be right. But we're heading to do more things that I just feel like doing. It's not like anybody really watches anyways. So, we're just going to do whatever the heck we feel like doing. But the wrestling will be back. Let me just, all right, yeah, that's what I want to do. Yep. Stuck. Once that, yeah, it sets pretty quick. I got that quick set stuff, and it's just fantastic. A couple drops and you're good to go. Like in seconds. And let me just put a couple drops here on this side. There we go. And that takes like 10 seconds to seal. Of course, if you get this on you, forget it, which I just did. You'd be picking half your skin off. Alright, there we go. So I'm just going to hold that there. Yeah, so we'll go over this a little bit. We'll talk a little bit about it. And I'll tell you how we're going to do this. We're going to do this a bit differently and just have some fun with it. You need to go back as soon as possible. You will have some feeling issues and nerves not firing 100%, but they said it'd take a year. So, you know, you kind of, if you go back too early, you just wasted like whatever the deductible is. It's, you know, you might as well just burn it. Oh, yeah, well, you know, it's going to take time. But I think it more has to do with how sick I was, because my body just aches at times, and this is just one of those days that I'm having that I'm just not having a very good day at all. Hey Bill, how are you? Good to see you. So, okay, is that in there? Will you just stay in there? I'll build another ring. I won't even think twice about it. I will build another ring. But very soon we'll be coming back with this. So let me let's try. I didn't set the above camera, but hold on. Let's take a look, and we'll talk more about this. Oh, there we go. All right. So this is like one of the greatest games ever. So I decided that we're going to have, and I'll show you because I got to redesign the belts a little bit, but we're going to have titles. And we will have tournaments to see who will win the titles. Now, I'm going to redesign these so they don't look like, you know, these things. But I picked up a whole bunch of these wrestling belts to go with our guys. And I've been working on the referees, so that's cool. Like, see, I want to pull some of these things off and do some different things with them. Like that. I can't stand the NWO. That was so boring. Okay, so these two, I can use these as tag team belts. All right. And honestly, I like this belt for a world championship belt. Hold on, we've got other belts here too. So we're going to be playing with the cards, the random event cards, and how they'll mess out. Oh yeah, see, I got all kinds of belts here. I got, well, this will be the World Championship belt. That'll be like our United States belt. You got to have one of these, of course. I've got a dirty referee. You got to have one of those. Oh, I got a lot more belts than I think. I got a lot more stuff than I thought. Alright, let's get all these out of here. Yeah, see it? So, yeah, so there's all kinds of stuff that we can do. These cards change the game. It's actually kind of cool how it works. What do I got here? Oh, are these all the... Yeah, these are all the people that we have, and I painted so far. Okay, so we got all that. Alright. So... Alright, so once I get those redesigned, I've got a woman's referee, so we even have a woman's title that we can have. So alright, that's good. So we're going to use that. And then we've got some factions that I've just got to finish putting together. We're going to probably start this as soon as Monday. I'm going to add this in to our repertoire of games that I feel like doing. And, you know, in a month you'll get Kingdom Death Monster, you'll get, you know, some Shadows of Brimstone, and whatever else I feel like doing, to be honest with you. Alright, so I'm gonna... This really is getting on my nerves. So, the way this works is really, really pretty cool. And I'll pull a couple wrestlers out here. First of all, it's all fantasy based, so you just got to kind of go with it. But everything is run off these dice here, and they're going to do that type of damage. Okay, so you know, if you have a move or something, you'll roll those dice against their defense dice. And there's guys like the Undertaker. But he's not really the Undertaker, okay? Um, well, you know who this guy is, right? Right? I mean, come on. Everybody can figure that one out. And got mixed in there with the ladies. Well, I wonder who that is, right? So, but you got some really big dudes in here that really stand out and really. It's just a fun game, as well as just having, like, I painted up the Amazon girls, so they're cool, and we've got all kinds of different tag teams and stuff like that. And I actually got some guys I've got to finish. Let me put this guy in here. I did get my my nasty tag team done though, and that's going to be good. So, and then the woods, you got. I got my woodland guys all jacked up, ready to go. That faction. Supposed to be Orkazuna. Get it? Orkazuna. Anybody? Okay, there we go. Yeah, so there's tons of stuff. I mean, I've got just so much stuff painted up and ready to go. But hey, it's not us. We've got to do more. I got a mummy. We got the skeleton tag team. We need to get them going. And the Wolfman and this ghoul dude. That's a faction. The Runic Thunder. This is like a dwarf team with a robot. Which, yeah, I'm all in. Anytime you got dwarves. And then the Raging Beast. So we got to get those done. So I've got a couple more teams, and I believe I got a bunch somewhere around here. I've got a box. Oh, I got a box of individuals. So I probably got another 20, 25, 25 guys that'll go in here. So the way this works, and let me just pull out my thing just so I can, because I'm doing this on the thing. You have a certain amount of action points per person. All right. So, for instance, let me just move this out of the way. This is the new book, the latest book, which is glorious. I want to get the referee rules. You can now pin in this. Okay, hold on. All right. Sorry for getting a little bit whatchamacallit there. Yeah, look at this. This is just a filthy game. Okay, so that's how many action points. That's what it is. And then that's your movement. That's how much the person is worth. You have these special abilities that you can do. How much damage you can take. Okay. And then your attributes. What you do to defend. When you go to grip, your dexterity and attack. Those things are going to all come into play. Let's see here. So let me just give you a base idea of how this works. So let's get my man out here. All right. So it's kind of like the Undertaker, and you have these squares that you are going to be in, and that's how you're going to move. So let me just get. Okay, they call him Gravedigger. Okay, so that's him. Big Andy. Oh, Big Andy should be in there. Oh, see, now I'm starting to think I got even more figures someplace. Like I said, oh yeah, Big Andy's in here. Andre the Giant. Yeah, I thought he was in there. Okay, so let me just show you real quick. I don't want this to be a long, drawn-out video. All right, but I wanted to announce that we're bringing this back with intentions. All right, yeah, that. I got a lot of people that I haven't even put together yet. Like I got the British Bulldog and things like that. All right, come on, initiative. All right. Where is he? Where's the Hulkster? Oh, there's the refs. Reversal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, oh God, did I lose? Now, before the match, which is something new that'll come here. All right. What's going to happen is, okay, this tells you all your abilities. You can have passive and all types of different abilities, but you're going to draw one of these event cards, okay? And the way we're going to do it, because we're playing solo, if you were playing against each other, oh, excuse me, you would grab one of these each. Sometimes they do some weird things, like this here. Explosive entertainment. All friendly wrestlers immediately activate their crowd pleaser. Now, if you have, a fan favorite, they can activate their crowd pleaser, and their crowd pleaser will do all kinds of. It's a special ability, so you can play that card at any time. Ringside herbalist. Immediately discard all bleeding counters from friend. Yeah, you can gig somebody in this. This is just, these cards really add a lot to it. So you can start busting people's coconuts and stuff like that. And hey, count me in. You know what I mean? The dice. Okay, as you can see, this is a silver die. These are gold, and these are bronze. The bronze are the weak. The bronze are the weakest, okay, and then it goes silver, then gold, okay. So for instance here, we'll put our ref here, okay, and weight makes a big difference. Popularity, ability to throw. The old rules were if you were able to throw somebody out of the ring, you win the game, you win that match. So that can happen, but I like the rules where you can pin somebody. And they're in the latest edition book, which, we want to have some stuff like that. Okay. So everything costs an action point. Okay. And it'll do certain damage and knock people over. For instance, okay. Say it's our friend, the Hulkster's turn. Okay. And normally you start in neutral corners. Okay. So, he has 4 activations, okay? So his first activation would be a movement. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I think movement, you don't need an activation, right? Movement points. Okay, there we go. Moving 1 square costs 1 movement point. So if during if you have 5 movement points, you can move 5 squares during an activation. Each move can be in any direction, including diagonal. A wrestler may perform actions in between using movement points. Wrestlers may not... Okay, so you get a free move, but you can pay for additional movement. It will cost you an action point. Wrestlers can move away from wrestlers. There's no penalty for doing this. They may also move between wrestlers diagonally. And actions. Actions is the catch-all term for use for anything wrestlers can do in the ring. Each wrestler has a number of action points. They can be spent actions such as brawling, crowd-pleasing, or any number of special abilities. The amount of AP action points used for each action varies. So you can only move so much unless you throw yourself against the ropes. Now that's a whole different thing, and we'll get into that. Activations use 2 key stats, movement points and action points. A wrestler doesn't have to use all its movement points or AP during an activation, but any remaining MP and AP are lost. So they're 2 different things. So for instance, let's just bring Hulk up here. All right, he wants to come in. He's going to use his movement points, and he's going to go 1, 2. You can move diagonally, or you can do whatever you want. You can actually do something like this too. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Use an action point to bounce off the ropes, and you come across. And some things, like the running leg drop, you're going to want to use bouncing off the ropes. Running choke slam. Now this is something like we just hit off the ropes. It shows that it hits off the ropes, And running chalk, it's going to cost 3 AP. Okay, so it's going to be 3 silver dice. Okay, to attack, and it'll do 3 damage on our friend here. So let me just grab a couple more dice here. Hold on, hold on, hold on, because things get serious here. All right, let me just grab a couple more gold. And you also have this, if you try to do a crowd pleaser or something like that, you roll this, and it may not come up. It'll help you use something, special ability. Let me grab and a couple more bronze. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, so we're gonna do that, and this thing will cause a knockdown. So he would roll 3 silver. Did I grab more? I thought I grabbed more silver. No, oh, there they are. Duh. So, to use the 3 action points, he would try. He only has 2 stars here. See, you've got to be able to roll well. His defense dice, okay, is one silver and 1 gold. All right, so this is something that could come in and go wrong. So it's a push, so nothing happens. Oops, hold on here. Oh, this stupid thing. Okay. So nothing will happen here, okay? So you get no effect, okay? 0 to 3, no additional effect. So there's a reversal. So say for instance, he rolled this much, and in that he rolled 2. So that would cancel that out. That means there would be 5 additional damage, okay? So if you come down here, it does 1 additional damage, and it shoves him back 2. So he hit him. So he hit him with his move, which is going to do 3 damage, okay? And this is where you kind of want to have a dry eraser, which I use, okay? So it's going to do 3 damage, okay? And it's going to... okay, there we go. And it's going to knock him down. So it's a running choke slam. So it's going to push him back 2, 1, 2, and knock him down, which is huge because you have to pay to get up. Okay? Do they have a steel cage for this game? No, but I'm going to make one. And you could see here that I marked off some things on him. So that would have been 4 to his health already. That was a pretty devastating move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he has 1 action left, which isn't going to help him, okay? So now he would have to use it, I believe it's an activation to get up, okay? And then he would want to come over. So he would use his movement. 1, 2, all right? And now what he wants to do is, this is a crowd pleaser. Right? He wants to do his atomic, his Hulk out or something. If this wrestler has 4 ST or less, it gains +3 to its attack. 4 stamina. Oh, okay, so this is stamina. That's what they call stamina. So let's just say he wanted to do his... You could just punch too, okay? And just to attack, it would be 3 silver. So that would take 1 action. So say he failed on that attack like he did last time and he still had 1 action. He can take his action, which would only cost 1, okay, and it would have been 2 and then a bronze, and he says, well, I messed with that attack, now I'm going to punch you in the face. Well, he got 4 there, and then again also he would also with his defense see if he can stop it. Oh yeah, he stops it completely. So it's another failed attack. So everything that he didn't do anything. Then it would go over to the Hulkster, and the Hulkster would just be like, dude, I'm just going to punch you in the face. All right? I'm just going to punch you in the face, try to soften you up with 1 action. And then that would have done 2. And his defense, he gets a +1, so he gets a gold and a bronze +1. So... oh, that's not enough. So he would get the damage done to him. And because he did the damage to him, he would go, okay, that only cost 1. Now let me try something else. So the Hulkster would look, or gun as he's called here, would look for a crowd pleaser. So you got to roll and hopefully get the thing. No, he gets a boo. And I don't think he can. Oh, well, it's a crowd pleaser. It's going to give him crowd pleaser. This wrestler's brawl attack gains daze, a special rule. All right, so if it's effective, and he rolls the die, okay, he could do this, okay, which is the atomic drop, which is a crowd pleaser. But he rolls this die. If it's a boo, it doesn't do anything. But if it's a cheer, it dazes him. Special rule until the end of next activation. So the next activation, he would only be able to use maybe half of his powers. So he would try his atomic leg drop, and he would use 3 AP. That would be he used 1, and now 3. That would be 4. It's 2 silver, 1 copper. Let's see if he can hit him with that. Oh wow, that's a 3, 4, 5. Well, that's a 5, 6. All right. Now we remember he gets +1. He gets gold +1. 4. Okay, so he's going to take that. He's going to take 3 additional damage, and we would mark that off on his card. Once his health is gone, then he just can't do anything. He lays down, and then we could basically almost pin him in some ways, or he just passes out. He could be picked up also, which makes it easier to pick him up and throw him over the top and out for a win. Now, one of the things that's really cool about this, grapple versus grapple, attack versus move 5 if I'm interrupted. Okay, this gives you all the abilities that you saw on there. Turnbuckle, you can jump off the turnbuckle onto somebody, which means you go flying across here, and you can just throw, do a leg drop or something really nasty on somebody. See, the dogs even like this game. Brawl attack, rope attack. You can lift. It's going to make a big difference. You could pick a square to throw somebody. Over here, it has an ability for throwing. You could throw somebody 4 spaces. Oops, sorry, that went out of there. Also, one of the things that I want to talk about is beatdowns. Okay, beatdowns and reversals. So say for instance he gets +1. All right, and wow, this is a lousy die. So this is 5 and 4. Okay, so say he's in defense. He's trying to hit him, and he rolls this +1. So that's 8. And the Hulkster just went for a regular hit. Oh, perfect. And he only got 2. So he failed, but he failed by 6. And on reversals, if you fail by 6, you're going to take that number. Activation ends immediately. So he only used 1 activation, but that's it. He's done. Immediately. Attack hits themselves instead. So anything that he was trying to do an attack, it gets reversed, and he takes the damage instead. So you got to really make sure that you know what you're doing with your die. On the other hand, if, of course, he went absolutely buck wild and rolled 6 and just rolled like the perfect that you can roll on the dice, and well, he rolled nothing there, but he gets +1. So he loses by 8. Opponent instantly reduces stamina to 0. So all his life just goes. He can keep going, but the problem is he has no stamina, which means when you have no stamina, let's just double check that. I want to make sure I'm telling you something. If a wrestler's stamina is 0, they are KO'd. The wrestler counts its attack, defense, grip, and defense value as 0, and receives a knockdown counter. You place the wrestler face down on the ring to show that they are KO'd. The wrestler still counts as occupying that square. At the beginning of a KO'd wrestler's activation, their controller player must roll a crowd die. If the result is a cheer, then the wrestler replenishes to 1 stamina. All right, but when you're KO'd and you're down, you can't roll any dice. So once they're KO'd and down, it makes picking him up easy because there's no defense to it. And picking up, it goes by strength. Let me just, hold on. It's on the. These cards are fantastic because they have everything on them. So lifting, it costs 1 AP, base contact. It's grip versus grip or dex. Defender wins grip +1 damage to attacker. Defender moves one dex. That's what happens if it fails. But all he has to do is go against his grappling and his grappling. But remember, if you lose all your stamina, all your grappling doesn't mean anything. You will have a 0 for grappling. So all he has to do is roll his grappling to pick him up. Okay? And his grappling is 2 silver and 1 bronze. All right? And then you would roll. Perfect. So you would pick him up, turn around, use his throw, which is an action, throw him 4. 1, 2, 3, out the ring. Psh. I am a real Orc American. And you would be singing the song. There you go. So that's basic how it works. Cage would probably be difficult to do with gamers reaching into the cage. Yeah, I know. But what we can do is put like a little fake cage around the outside here. So you would have this to here, that to here, that to here, and that to here. So nobody can be thrown out. They have to be pinned. Or climb out of, well, that was always a stupid rule. Climb out the cage. You get a cage, you get to have a cage match to keep all the participants in. But if you climb out of the cage, you win. WWF, that's, well, WWE does that too. No, they don't do that anymore. But when the WWF used to do that, it was the dumbest thing. So there's a lot. You can have a tag team. You come over. Your tag partner is on the outside. You would use an activation to tag him, especially if you took a bit of a beating, and you would come out, and then you have your fresh man in here. So there's tag teams involved in here. You can have 3, all kinds of different things. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do with this. And this is just a fantastic game that I'm gonna film some stuff. I'm gonna have some fun with it. It may not be for everybody, so honestly, I could care less. I do things for just for pure enjoyment. That's the only thing that kind of keeps me going here. So we're going to work on some things. I'm going to look for that other ring because I want to have a run ring. Is this game still in print? Yes, but you have to get it. Where do they have it? There's a place up in Ocala, Mike, that you can get it. But everybody else, if you go to it, they sell it overseas, and it'd probably be at Gen Con for those of you that might be going to Gen Con. They have usually have a thing that you can buy all this stuff. There's just so many. There's shark people. There's no end to what you can do here. But I want to bring this back. So what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? So the way I want to run this is I want to keep it under an hour. So we're not going to have multiple matches, okay? But we will show a feature match live. And I want to run it like a wrestling program where we're going to, I'll come on, I'll talk, and then I'm going to have a tape segment that you guys will watch for a while. TT Combat Site. Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry. It's right here, right in front of me, of all things. So I think this weekend maybe I'll do a practice match. Boy, why isn't this thing? Whatever. I will fix it. I think I'll just do a live practice match if I get some time this weekend, or I'll play by myself, whatever. Doesn't matter. The idea here is to I want to do the show every week and have it like a wrestling show, and I'm going to try to figure out some storyline. I want to make sure I have enough people and things like that so we can kind of play it up a bit, kind of like how we were doing with when I showed up at that guy's thing for weeks. We kept it quiet, but the problem with that guy, he's such a nice guy, after, oh God, what the heck was his name of his channel? I can't remember. But he never wanted to get beat down. Okay, the guy never wanted, and we were trying the storyline where, you know, where I was the heel. You know, I was the heel channel, making fun of his little channel, and we were doing this wrestling whole thing, and he just refused to bend to anything that would make him look bad. I mean, how can you make anybody look bad? It's a game. But to get the storyline so he can get the comeback, he didn't want to sell at all. That's basically what he didn't want to sell. And, you know, I had all these ideas in this storyline and this invasion that, you know, your sports channel is garbage. You know, I'm a real star, but I was cutting promos and stuff like that. And people were getting so aggravated that followed him. He had a little channel, you know, he had maybe 15, but I was trying to help him out. After further review, and if you ever watched some of his things, when he was doing the wrestling on Monday Night Wrestling, I was making these videos where nobody would see my face, and we had a weird voice. I had the voice modulator on it. It was so funny, and it was good. And I used to get hate mail. It was so good. That's when you knew you were doing your job. I'd get hate mail. And I'd be like, you're nobody and nothing, and I'm sick and tired, and you have no idea what's coming. And for weeks, nobody, all you would see was a shadow of myself. And I would enter it, this video would just pop up in the middle of his thing, and it would just disrupt whatever he was playing. And I said, yeah, just make this work, show this video. And I would send him a video every week. And then finally we had the big reveal that it was me that was behind this whole thing. And that this wrestler that used to wrestle in the Federation left and came back. And that he was all... I had this whole thing, and it was good. And then I just soured on it, and it kind of soured the game for me. We were playing this game from this other guy who play.com with two A's. It was a wrestling game. It was decent. But you know, here I am promoting the crap out of his stuff, and you know, wouldn't give me any rub at all for, you know, for his company. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And you know, he had a new thing came out and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, you know, I'll help you out any way you want. Sent it to him, and they kind of just ignored me for a while, because I think they just didn't get the whole storyline thing. And that's what you're supposed to do with games. You're supposed to use your imagination a little bit. It went sour. He's a good guy. His daughter has CF, and we were trying to do some things together, and it just didn't work out. You know, sometimes things just don't work out. And you know, when I go and do something, I put the time into it. I really want it to look good, and it doesn't matter if anybody watches or not. It's just when I look back at it, I want to have a good laugh. And but that's the way I think we're going to do it. I'm going to have some storylines. We'll have guys cutting promos and stuff like that. I don't know how well I can do voices and stuff like that, but I think we'll get the Tiger back involved, and we'll film stuff, and then you'll watch like maybe a 15 to 20 minute video, and then I'll come on and maybe have 1 or 2 matches for the show live, but we'll have like a highlight thing, and that would be a lot of fun. That's the whole shtick, though. One guy is a heel and the other guy is a babyface. Exactly. But, you know, I've got some things in my head, and I started going, oh boy, this would be fun if I did this and if I did that. But first, we've got to have a little bit of a tournament. We've got to find out who's the heels, who's not, introduce people, have a little, you know, build a little bit of their backstory, have a few squash matches in between. And I've got my squash guys that I've got to put together. Oh, that I put together that I just got to finish paint up. They're a bunch of halflings. I mean, come on. I got I got I got these little masked halflings, so we're gonna use them as kind of like the job guys. But they might be good in the tag team division. We don't know. We'll have to see. Oh yeah. So yeah, this will be fun, and I figure a show because I want to put a lot of work into it. Maybe a show every other week or a week. We'll see. If I'm having fun, it'll be every week. If it gets too much for me, it'll be every other week. But everybody wanted this. We started doing this, and then I think a lot of things just got in the way. And I always get an email every once in a while. Hey, how come? When are you going to do Rumbleslam again? So I was thinking about things, and I just said, we're just going to go back to doing things the old way, and we're just going to just have some fun. And then, I hope the soccer league can come back. Football, my football league. If my arm just work, that I loved Sunday mornings. Sunday mornings, doubleheader, and it really got ambitious, and it was a lot of fun. But until my hand gets good enough where I can flick, and we had a whole stadium. A matter of fact, I just got some more people for the stadium, so we're gonna have people in the stands watching, and we'll have all kinds of stuff around. A matter of fact, I just dug up a bunch of stuff. I know where everything else is. It's underneath this table. It's in a box. Son of a gun. It's in a box with a bunch of other stuff. Okay, got it figured out. All right, so I'll pull that out once I get off camera. Retro Arcade Fan. Sorry for the double post. Chat window was acting strange. Well, it's my chat window, so everything's strange here. How does this compare to Wrestling Superstar Showdown from GF9? I think they're two different things, honestly. And I'm sorry, I just wasn't reading any of the comments, so forgive me. This I don't like the superstar thing. This you have more imagination. There's more figures involved. There's miniatures involved. So it really depends on how you want to build that feel to it. Okay, we're gonna have crowds here. We're gonna have dirty arenas and stuff like that. So I'm really thinking of really making this kind of old school wrestling and really having a nice feel to it. So I think that'd be a lot of fun. I'm writing kind of down how I want it to go, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. So it's going to take me a little bit to get going, but I think by the end of next week we'll be able to start it up. And we used to call it TOP Wrestling, Top Pro Wrestling. Oh God, what that? I forgot what we called it, but that was the name of the federation. And we're gonna bring Top Pro Wrestling. We actually had a shirt made for it too. I whined at you during a live stream not too long about Rumbleslam, and also Wander Cult of the Barnacle Bay. I have that. I'm hyped to see that back. Serial Heroes. Yeah, I'm bringing it back for the people that are loyal, that stay here, and and have been here for a while. And people that just watch. If people are going to watch, we're going to try to do what we can. Wrestling games I've seen are card based. Yeah, and this is a this is a miniatures game, all out miniature game, and we're just going to have a lot of fun with it. And we're going to have some story to it. And we'll have some cliffhangers. Face to the mat. That's what it was, Monkey Riff. Thank you. It was a good game. It was a card-based game. But I like this better because I can do more with it. And anytime you can give me a chance to do more with it, watch out. So we're going to bring my boy the Tiger back as a special As you can see, he's resting right now, the old boy. And we'll use him. He'll do all the silliness in between, and people that stick with it, we will get to the matches and stuff like that. But we got to tell a story, or else it doesn't become interesting. And I want to have it with that old. I want to take it seriously. I don't want it to be this goofy cartoon wrestling. It is going to be serious mid-Atlantic, old school Georgia, Memphis wrestling, brawling, killing, destruction. And things will go wrong. Don't expect a bunch of monkey flips. It's all fists. All right. So there you go, folks. But the thing I don't really like in this one is the three. No. We're doing single matches. We're not doing 3 versus 3. We're going to be doing single matches. We're going to be doing tag team matches. There's no 3-on-3. You don't have to do that. There are rules that you can have a singles match. It's as simple as that, and that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to have singles matches, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's go. Super pumped for this. I need to get my ring built and guys painted. Well, there you go. Make sure you like and subscribe, of course, and hit the notification bell. It always helps. I appreciate it. I'm going to be working on this for the next day or two, so expect sometime over the weekend that we'll get. I want to try camera angles, and I want to get the Orena back out and just kind of get a feel for it again. Make sure I got the rules down. Oh, you can do that? Cool, yeah. You can go 4-on-4. And it's really cool if you do it that way, but it becomes an elimination thing. We'll have that on holiday shows, okay? The actual Royal Rumble kind of thing. I got the deluxe ring. That's what I got to pull that out. That's what I got. But I'm afraid to screw it up painting. Nah, it'll be fine. I've got the deluxe ring as well, so but I really like this ring. And then we have this other ring up there. Oh, God, that's the funniest thing. But the plan is to have real depth. You may be really cheering for somebody and behind somebody and have a lot of fun. Really just... they have certain superstars and stuff like that, so I got to figure all that out for the heavyweight division and things like that. I'll get it all figured out, and I got to try to find some managers, but I will definitely come up with something, and we'll have a lot of fun with it. That's all I can say. And those that want to watch, hey, you're more than welcome to watch. Those that don't, that's okay too. So again, Rumbleslam's back, and TOP. What did it stand for? I wish I could remember what I came up with this whole thing. We had a T-shirt for it and everything. I think it's still at whatchamacallit there. Oh God, what was the T-shirt place that we were using? That was a disaster. You know what? I'm gonna go up to the flea market and have the guy make a bunch of T-shirts. But we had TOP wrestling, and it was really pretty cool. It was Top Pro. We used to call it Top Pro Wrestling. Total offensive professional wrestling or something. It was something ridiculous. It was fun. Someone said lower of power. Tower of power. Oh, that's what it was. That's right. Thank God I can't remember anything. It was Tower of Power Wrestling. And we had a tower and the T-shirt. You could still find it at oh God, what's the T-shirt place? Hold on, maybe I can find it. Oh boy, that's funny. Hold on, let me go over here. Just bear with me. I'll pull this up. See, I didn't want this to be an hour, and then it turns out to be this whole hour thing. Hold on. I just got to go back a few thousand videos. Holy cow, really? It takes that long to go back? Wow. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, maybe it's here. Hold on. Hold on. Robert Tabletop. Okay, hold on. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. What's the name of this place? What's the name of this place? Oh, God, come on. Oh, well, I can pull this over here. Hold on. Okay. I think it's Spring Teas or something like that. Let me close this out. Okay. All right. Let me pull this back up. And let's see what t-shirts we had. Okay, there we go. Hold on. All right. So here it goes. You can see you get a kick out of this. Boy, that's the old logo. You could still buy these, I believe. It's not like anybody buys this junk. For our War and Pieces. That was our old logo. See, we've got to do a whole new t-shirt thing. Oh, that was the thing that we did together. The Orena League for the soccer league. That's coming back as soon as I can get Permadeath 2.0. Oh, God, I can't believe some of the t-shirts we would make up. Home of the Permadeath. Because I can't stand when people don't die in games. Just play the game. Helen made some of this stuff. I didn't make some of this stuff up, okay? Where the heck is it? Top Pro Wrestling. Be a good human. I know it's here. Come on. The Orena League. I know it's here. Top Pro Wrestling. Alright, hold on here. Hold on. It was the funniest stupid thing. Oh, featured products. Hold on. So if I go here, okay. So apparel. Alright. No. Face masks, phone cases, no. Alright, unisex men t-shirts. Alright, so. Are you telling me that's all we... Oh, here we go. Orena League. I know we had a Top Pro Wrestling t-shirt on here. No, it's gone. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know what happened to it. We don't use that anymore. That's funny. I thought it was there, though. Doggone it. I'm going to just look for a second. Tower of paper. Oh, we used to make up the most ridiculous, stupid stuff. And I just didn't care. That's the best part. I could care less. I don't know why it's not on here. Top Pro Wrestling. Tower Power Wrestling. That's what we used to call it. It was so stupid. Now I'm going to design a new t-shirt. We have to see it. I'll try to find it. And I know it's in one of the old videos, so I've got to pull it out. And you can see some of the stuff that we did early on with Top Pro Wrestling, because we used to start it up, and then everybody wanted us to start it up, and then I kind of gotta get back to it. That's all I can say. I gotta get back to it. So I promise you, the Top Pro Wrestling's coming back, but we're gonna do something pretty much soon. All right, enough of this. Last minute thing, I just wanted to talk about the return of Rumbleslam coming to the Orena, because that's what we call the place, the Orena. All right, love y'all. Remember, tomorrows are never guaranteed. Top Pro Wrestling. We'll do a couple matches this weekend just so I can get all the rules out again, so I can get it back into my brain, and we'll have a good time. That's all we can do. This is already went an hour. I didn't want to go an hour, but that's what happens. I just go hours. I can talk forever. All right, until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We shall see you soon. Take it easy, everybody.